I was getting a little afraid for a second. It's like, did this thing stop recording? Because I kept hitting record and it was doing nothing. But anyways, I feel exhausted and beaten right now. And I'm really sure it's because I was organizing certain things like the garage mostly, and it's hot as hell. So, but I still want to get everything done. I was just organizing because I had a party a couple of weeks ago and, partially in the garage and stuff too. And I was just putting things back on where they need to go, chairs or whatever, and whatever. So I mean that's pretty much done, pretty much. So now I'm just exhausted and beaten. But anyways, I want to rant real quick, a little rant real quick, because I feel like even though this is not the end of me doing YouTube videos, this year is, but I just feel like it's getting there, man. Because I feel like 2 weeks ago I wanted to say, people, I think I'm done. But you know what? I said, you know what? I was just in that mode of just like, I think I'm just done. And I think it had to do with hearing bad reviews for Bad Boys Ride or Die. Because I was thinking, people, I'm just tired of this year. This year is just not really much to talk about. But then, I said, you know what? Those people who do those reviews are idiots, which they were. And, you can go to my review and see what I thought of it. And, so I got back more pumped up, back to, where I need to be to make it the rest of this year. But I got a comment from someone that says, they found me or something, and they said, they remember the first time they met me as on YouTube is I was doing this video about this racist Asian, and I'm like, only one I really know is, is this like a video that was like 13 years ago. And I don't think I was even called One Race Movie Suck. I think I just had any old title name, unless, when I changed my title name, then you saw it. But I remember when I did that video, I wasn't called One Race Movie Suck. That was like 13 years ago. And I want to say is this is not that same channel. That it's not as popular as that channel there. It's this is just a new channel I was gonna do for my last year. Back then, if you guys cared what that video was about, it was about these things about how black guys are always dating white girls and white girls are dating black guys or something. These rumors of that, and the video was talking about my experience with getting with Asians, because Asians were my kind of the girls I wanted to get with, and I said it's the most racism I ever had to go through trying to date an Asian, and I was explaining, when's the last time you've seen an Asian talk to a black guy or an Indian talk to a black guy? That's why you mostly see, that's why you think it's like black guys always trying to get white girls or white girls trying to get black guys. Just black guys have less options. And but anyways, but off that. So anyways, this is something I meant to say in my last video. Then I'll start hitting play on Jeremy's video and kind of doing a V response of a video. I probably gave 60 seconds or 30 seconds to, and it was just that first thing he was talking about told me like, I want to do a video, but there's probably nothing else to say after that. I'm just gonna I heard ignorance and I just want to do a video about talking about just a racist mind, So what I want to say in my last video, then I'll get started, was I was talking about playing Nerf guns with my little one, and I wanted to say, forgot to say in the video, is sometimes, man, I wish I can like show my Nerf guns. Like, I was thinking about it. I might still do it, like fill my Nerf guns. There's a big stack of them. And, and I just like wish I could show the ultimate Nerf gun I got my little one. It's a Gatling gun or something where you just hold the button and it shoots out like 70 Nerfs, like do. You don't have to do anything but just hit that button. But and my little one is like, what he's doing, he's like, come get some, and it's something I told him to say while I recorded. It was something I got from Avatar, the first Avatar and stuff. But like I said, the thing about exhaustion from YouTube is just not one of those kind of things that I feel it's safe to show your those kind of things, like your kids, your wife. I used to do it all the time. I have videos with my wife and kids, and I even like film my apartments when I was in apartments back then. Like I even show like the tour of it and everything. I just saw it as to show my life. And I talked about my life where I was talking about the Asians. Blah blah blah. But man, it's just like I said, talked about it so many times, but it just blows my mind You know, I remember getting like view responses like from like really trailer trash people, like clearly fuck ups. Clearly, it's like it's just you just know just by by the thumbnails or something, and but it was just so odd to see people like that much of a fuck up, you know, be so deranged, and they'll do like these angry videos talking about how you're a loser, you're nobody, and separate videos tell people how no one wants to be around them. They constantly keep thinking about killing themselves or whatever, and it's just like it's just so weird to see people like that much of an F up, and they don't see themselves. Like it's like, you know, in a way they see themselves, but it was just like these videos because I'm like, if I looked like that, I wouldn't be doing videos saying anyone's this or that, because I would imagine it'd be obvious to anyone that's watching the video there's something wrong with me. You know, if I look like them or act like them, you know, it's just like weird. You know, I know I got this on. Don't mock me for this. This is how I look good, baby. I look good. But anyways, but I'm just talking about just like, you know, like trashy, you know, and this is what I didn't really talk about much because I didn't really pay any attention to it. But I remember, you know, there was like certain rumors where like trash people was doing videos talking about, I'm gonna take this guy to court. I'm gonna sue him and I'm gonna do all this. I got my lawyer ready. And it was like something because it was weird. Something about me not liking one of their movies. I actually didn't pay enough attention to it to know what they're talking about. Saying, you take, you know, or something like, I'm taking this guy to court or whatever, blah, blah. And it was like weird, and they just constantly kept doing these videos, and they live in their parents' house or something, and not something they did, and that's like, well, the fact is like they kept doing it and kept doing these videos, and they're like, you know, telling it to like 8-year-old kids, you know, and because there's the only ones that were listening to them or people with disabilities or something, but mostly just like 8-year-old kids. And it wasn't the fact that they kept doing the videos. It was like, Tom, I'm taking him to court and trying to get my attention, thinking I'm supposed to respond to that or care or believe that shit. That's weird. They really thought out, like, you know, there's people in the world that are not 8-year-old kids that would believe that crap. No, I didn't care. It was of someone saying that. I was curious why someone this trashy and deranged thinking about me. That was the oddest thing anytime. It was never, didn't care if someone's like saying, this guy sucks, he's a loser, he's a nobody. I'm like, why is a fuck up like that thinking about me? That is creepy. I've never imagined something like that. I gotta get that food. Hold on, I'm trying to get it. It keeps going around. I want to get it. I can swallow it anyway. There you go. There we go. Okay, I got it. But anyways, you know, but it was always that. It was never like, oh, because they did these videos because you can always so tell they thought they would hurt my feelings. I'm more like weird. I was like, normal people don't want trashy people like that thinking about them. It's just, that's just weird. Especially I'm a dude, and as a dude obsessing over another dude, I just never experienced that before. Like I said, I can see how creep out girls get. You know that they're creeping out girls, being that kind of mindset. It's not taking a hit or something. It's like, you're trashy, you're a fuck up. You don't notice that? But anyways, so, you know, to get started, but oh, I forgot, I kind of jumped the gun, but I say, you know, I hope I explained it, you know, how I want to like show my little one, you know, his North gun talking about, get some. I said, that's why I don't show them on my videos, my girl anymore, or my kids, because it's just weird to know that those kind of people like that can think about you and shit. It's just like, this is just like, it's like unexpected, so who knows what else can be in their head, you know? So I was like, nah, I'm good. So anyways, get started. So this is the thing, man. I talk about Jeremy, and I talk about several times Jeremy having this mindset of he's stuck in the past. And that's why I said that's what a racist person is. They are stuck in the past. They are the villains of the movie in Titanic. They're the villains who think everything's civilized. They want to believe that they're civilized, they're better than anyone else. And they're just basically, let's just say, stuck in the past. Like a one race group, they're always stuck in the past. They are still talking about Star Wars is the best movie of all time. Blade Runner is the best movie of all time. And they're in their 20s, and the movie was way before they were born or something. You know, that's what kind of mindset they have. You know, so they get offended by anything about Star Wars coming out or something. So, anyways, what happened first is I saw hate channels talking about this show that I kind of watch. I'm on the second episode because there's only 2 episodes out right now. You know, I just go ahead and spoil it. Yeah, it's fine with me. It's entertaining enough for me to keep watching. You know, it's Star Wars. It's not Star Wars, or they, like I said, 100 times, they're okay, they suck. But when you come to Disney, it's for kids. So I don't respect too much. I don't expect, you know, I just, normally I on TV shows, I fast forward through them. The Boys is the only one I have not had to fast forward through because they usually have fillers in every TV show. This one, normally I would fast forward through because I at least got to see blood, you know, every once in a while. But, you know, I understand it's for Disney, you know, but I'm just saying that normally I got to see that. Otherwise, fast forward. But no, it's fine. So it's kind of weird that, like I said, it's grown-ass dudes get on the internet to be angry about Disney movie, a kid's movie. It's just weird for me. Like I said, people even talk about killing themselves and all that. All of it's weird for me. So that's why I say I'm kind of a little done with YouTube. But anyways, let's get started. So, but this is a part, playing Jeremy. He says something that I talk about him so many times doing this, and especially with people here in color. They're stuck in the past. Like, you know, I think I talk about when he talked about Terminator Dark Fate. He's stuck in the past, still thinking Terminator 2 is great and the best movie of whatever you call it, science fiction, or I don't know what you call it, action movie, whatever, of all time. I'm like, but Terminator 1 is better than Terminator 2. So Terminator 2 is not that impressive, is it? But I understand YouTube, they have to pretend like it is, as in on YouTube. One Race Group. Anyways, this is a play.
So I watched the first 2 episodes of The Acolyte, so you don't have to. Sorry I didn't dress better. I feel it's important.
So you don't have to. I know that's a common thing from hate channels to do this. Like, I read this book, so you don't have to. It'd be like something like Jada Pinkett's book, or Prince Harry, whatever his name is, I don't know. And that's always like a common thing from hate people. So I'm saying he gives little, you know, I don't know how to explain this, but I saw like hate channels talking about this, and I wasn't going to click it, but, you know, when I saw Jeremy, I figured maybe, let's see what people are saying about it. I think this show's fine, you know, but I said, let's see what the people are saying about it, as in like you know, because I don't know people that talk about these shows in the real world, of course. And, you know, even though I know, like I said, Jeremy, when it comes to a movie that's hated by a hate group, he does not like the movie too. Like Terminator Dark Fate, X-Men Dark Phoenix, what else is there? Gosh, I can't remember it all anymore. But let me fix this recorder real quick. But yeah, but so I said I should know what to expect, but I just kind of curious. You know, I think it's a show that's, you know, the Mandalorian was fine. I actually like She-Hulk. It was fine. She-Hulk reminded me of The Good Place. You know, it's like a comedy. You think you're supposed to be in heaven or something. I think it's called The Good Place. It's on Netflix. You know, and it was short too. I like that. The rest of them are just okay. You know, I don't know which ones I like out of, you know, Disney shows. You know, whatever. Yeah.
To dress for food. You know what? There. As I was saying, it's important to dress for a funeral. Sweep the leg, Johnny. Johnny Walker, that is. The blue label. Do something a little different. And,
I mean, he's putting some alcohol thing and whatever. And when he does that, it makes me think this is going to be biased as shit, because the last time he did it was Terminator Dark Fate, where he didn't say anything wrong in the movie. He just kept talking about Terminator 2. You know, so that's kind of makes me like, yeah. And I kind of thought that from the thumbnail, don't click it, because I figure it's the kind of what he's going to do.
On screen today. We'll give the log on Voodoo tonight.
Because you show like you're ignorant by doing it before. Then usually I don't care to know what you got to do when you do it. When you're planning on doing it again. It's kind of like, fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice. No, I don't do that.
This video and be like, blazer, short hair, talking Star Wars. What year is this? Time is a construct. Everything you thought you knew was a lie. Including, but not limited to, fires not being able to burn in the vacuum of space. That's right, if you loved Kirby...
I'll let you know why I'm not responding. I'm like, what the F are you talking about? I want to bang my head against the wall. Get to the point.
lasers in the vacuum of space. You ain't seen nothing yet. I'm getting ahead of myself.
I don't know what
So
you're
I
talking
saw the Acolyte episodes 1 and 2.
Okay, there I
It's
see.
not going to be a play-by-play because there's a lot to talk about. More specifically, pick apart. Just going to give you my tardy, slightly late thoughts on the show. Apologies for that. Anyhow, the Acolyte's out. And there's something to be said about consistency. As it was going down, I texted a buddy 2 letters. As someone else I know saw the Acolyte, he texted me those same 2 letters. Those letters are CW. This feels like Star Wars on the CW. Which the CW has given us some great stuff, but not everything's supposed to feel like the CW. Star Wars feeling like the CW, that's a problem.
So that's why I want to pause. That's why I said I don't remember what movie it was, but he does that for people in a one race group where they're. I think I get when they're talking about like, you know, shows have like, you know, movies having the same vibe. Like all these specific movies have to have this same code of a vibe that they go through. And, you know, like Jason Bourne, I guess they have the same vibe through 1, 2, and 3, I'm guessing. And they do the same kind of, you know, I don't know how you say it, but just kind of like a certain, you know, tone they have, basically the tone they have. And that's where I'm like, that's when you need to stop doing movie reviews, when you just want that and you don't want that to change. That's the reason why I want to do the video. I mean, I really want to just focus on that and that's it. It's just, that's the whole big thing is why I want to do the video. You need to stop doing movie reviews if you're not wanting things to have a different tone or a different vibe through it. You know, that's where the people is like, I want Fast and Furious to go back to racing cars only. I mean, you understand the first Fast and Furious wasn't really about, you know, racing cars. It was more about finding out who's stealing. So it wasn't like they were racing. The movie's a racing movie. Yes, you know, it was a ripoff of Point Blank. That was a dumb movie, but my understanding, I guess it's praised by people in Hang Over One Color, but that's a really bad movie. Breakpoint, whatever it's called. But the thing is, I couldn't really think of any examples because I don't really try to figure out a tone of a movie of it staying a certain way. You know, I don't really think of that kind of way because I'm just all willing to, you know, ready to evolve and see something different, you know. So only thing I can think of is how I love Star Trek Into the Darkness. It's probably in my top 20 favorite movies. Like I said, heard about these rumors of these geeks are very angry of the new Star Treks, those new Star Treks, because it doesn't have the same tone or vibe as the TV show of shit that I would never sit through and watch. I've seen parts of it before, and I thought, hey, this is crap. I'm not watching this, the old one, you know, way back then, you know. No, it's crap, but they're mad because it doesn't have the same tone or you know, like the old ones. It's like they're stuck in the past. So he's like, Star Wars have to be this way. So that's what it's to me is sounding like. It's like the Star Trek thing, which is Star Trek is lame back then. There's no way that shit's good. And I've seen clips of it, of the con that they use. That's really lame. And I do remember there was attacks about that, talking about, you know, whatever. I was like, this guy doesn't even seem like a real threat. He looks boring. And it just the clips of it is freaking boring. And whatever. There's so many other things I can talk about is, you know, when they compare the two way, they go, con. The other guy goes, con, or something like that. Like, that's it. It was like, no, it's just acting very different wise. No, it's just no. So anyways, what I'm saying is that's what it basically sounds like to me. Really, honestly, that's all I really want to talk about. That's as far as I got. I stopped him there, but I'll keep going. But that's just so unbiased mind that doesn't like things changing. And knowing the movie is so old, you're like, I'm upset that they're changing it. It's just like, you're most likely, if you can get upset by something like that, of not having the same tone, you can be upset clearly over, I'm upset that they put color in the Lord of the Rings TV show. Or they made a stormtrooper a black guy. It's just no, people. No, it is. And this whole right there, anything else he else is going to say, I feel like why I stopped it there, it's going to feel like Terminator Dark Fate, where he keeps concentrating on Terminator 2. He's going to think of the past. But let's see. But I don't know. I don't know what the CW is or whatever he says. I don't care, but whatever.
And just letting you know, I haven't read those High Republic books, so if there's information in here that I'm missing, well, you've been warned. I preface all that because the beginning text of this show says that, or there's peace in the Republic, but a few have chosen to learn the Force in secret, which implies it's different. It says a few, not two. So they're not talking about rule of two. So these aren't Sith. They're just other folks who are learning the Force in secret. And one risks exposure for the sake of vengeance, which I just have questions at that point, which I hope they answer. They could answer it. Hope is a strong word.
I mean, I don't know. It's kind of like saying that you really want to understand something out of like a Disney Marvel movie. It's just like, don't try to understand it. Just watch. Disney Marvel is just completely turn off your brain. You don't turn on your brain for that. Same as Star Wars. I don't turn on my brain for that. Try to fully understand it. I don't try looking deep and wanting to know, understand. It's just, I'm trying to think of a good example of where people, I don't know. I don't know these videos because it's so forgettable. But there's these shorts was like trying to explain like, did you know? I don't know, for like a Disney Marvel movie. It's like I didn't know. I really don't care to know. Well, let's go.
I actually don't give a fuck.
But anyways, did you know? That's kind of why I feel like don't know. I actually don't give an F. But but what was it I was gonna say, man? I lost train of thought, man. Oh yeah, I never heard anyone talk about Disney Marvel movies anymore. I mean, I just imagine they'd be talking about like their Star Wars, like they keep talking about Star Wars. No, I've been on YouTube and I do not hear anyone talking about any more Disney Marvel movies. Yes, superhero movies, but they're not like I said, they're not memorable movies. They're not movies that you watch twice, and that's my thing. Experiences. That's why you don't see people going back and talk about. I'm talking about even the old Disney Marvel with Captain America, Iron Man. No one on YouTube talks about that when they just could not stop talking about it before. Because they're not movies to talk about. Same as Star Wars. But whatever, let's go.
But for the sake of continuity, as I'm a fan of continuity, like, was there any pushback? Is there a council of these few Force users? Is she just allowed to go out there and risk exposure? Or discovery? The word's discovery. Is she doing this with their blessing? Is she gone rogue? Does the dude with that Venom-designed motorcycle helmet even care? Anyhow, the first Jedi she comes across...
The dude with designed motorcycle helmet. I don't even know who that is, but whatever.
Is Carrie-Anne Moss. Which, to be fair, Carrie-Anne Moss and the hand-to-hand fighting, I thought it was entertaining. There's a reason they got Carrie-Anne Moss for that part, because, it's Trinity. Couple of problems, not just talking about the fact that...
Oh, are you talking about Trinity? I thought you were talking about one thing I do notice. Let's see. He when he talks about things, he never gives credit to the person of color. I noticed that through a lot of reviews on YouTube. They were never giving credit to Denzel's son in that movie called The Creator or something. They kept only talking about the director or something. But they whatever. I said, hold on. Did you not give credit to the person of color? Well, hold on. Let's see.
Does the dude with that Venom-designed motorcycle helmet even care?
Oh,
the first Jedi
okay, I see. He showed the picture. Okay, motorcycle hammer is that villain guy from the trailer. Okay.
And Moss. Which, to be fair, Carrie-Anne Moss and the hand-to-hand fighting, I thought it was entertaining. There's a reason they got Carrie-Anne Moss for that part, because, it's Trinity. Couple of problems, not just talking about the fact that she bites it in the first 9 minutes of the show. Yeah, Carrie-Anne Moss, heavily used in the promotional marketing. She's on the banner of the show on Disney Plus. Dead. A little misleading. But the antagonist...
I imagine she's going to be more in the show as in flashbacks. That's what I just imagined it. So when they killed her off, because I haven't went back and watched the trailer, but I thought I saw her in different scenes in the trailer. So I could be wrong, but she might be, using flashbacks. But I haven't, care that much, but I am entertained by it.
This girl's like, attack me if you dare, or something like that. So
oh, yeah. One thing I do want to mention, I didn't want to say this on this video. I do like that when she goes, attack me. I just like that. It's just, that's how she starts out, attack me. It's just like, I don't think I've ever seen that before, and I like it. Attack me. That's the one thing I definitely like about her.
Her fight breaks out, in which she's this force-wielding assassin, and this Carrie-Anne Moss Jedi is just watching her beat the shit out of everyone she was just talking to a few seconds ago. Are they friends with this Jedi lady? Does she care? Even if they're strangers or friends, She is a guardian of peace and freedom in the Republic. What is she, Wirtz from the Dark Knight? She like, it's my day off. It felt weird that this assassin could be killing everybody. At the very least, they have permanent damage. She's just watching it go down. She jumps in after they're all down. Then yeah.
Jedi, from my understanding, if they see a bar fight, they don't just immediately jump into bar fight and start fighting. More likely, if it doesn't involve them, they'll just walk out. So, yeah, I mean, my mind feels like I think I've seen a Star Wars where there's a bar fight, while they're walking through. They don't just jump into it. They're not the police. But whatever, it don't matter. I'm just saying his excuses is not making any sense. I'm not thinking she's Superman or whatever they try to, or some kind of. It's kind of like it's like Batman doesn't kill. It's like Batman is killed in every single movie, even that the Batman killed those people on the highway and killed more than that. And he does drugs. I guess he injects himself with some bull cock. You ever see that little short? Batman inject himself with drugs.
Dagger to the heart and dies. So a lightsaber stab, not guaranteed death, but throwing knife. Sure. I mean, it was a direct heart shot.
Rewind that because I'm confused about the lightsaber death. Are you talking about the different show?
They're all down.
What show was that one when she got stabbed? Oh, that was the one about that girl who's orange or something.
This assassin could be killing everybody. At the very least, they have permanent damage. She's just watching it go down. She jumps in after they're all down. Then yeah, she takes it.
One more thing, I don't think about other shows of what they did in other shows and say, well, why on the other show this Jedi can do this, but this show the Jedi cannot do that or whatever, blah blah. I think he did that with Dark Phoenix or some other reviews were, and they kept talking about. Yeah, he did do that with Dark Phoenix. They kept talking about, but we already seen the Phoenix. But to what I saw from the Dark Fate, not Dark Fate. It's called Dark Phoenix. I think it's called Dark Phoenix. X-Men Dark Phoenix. He was pretending like that last one didn't exist without saying it. But from watching the movie, it looked like he was just pretending like it never existed. And I was just going along with that, but whatever, let's go.
It's a dagger to the heart and dies. So a lightsaber stab, not guaranteed death, but throwing knife.
So what shows you as a bad reviewer is you're thinking of. I keep wondering why because I was thinking, what lightsaber stab? Am I going crazy or is he talking about the old show? That just says you suck at reviews when you're thinking of something that has nothing to do with the show. You're just trying to find something that doesn't. It's just you suck at reviews. I kind of want to whine. I'm sorry one more time because I'm like. Because he says a lightsaber death, but he doesn't explain. He says a lightsaber, stab. Only thing I can think of is Dark Maul stabbing the one guy, but I'm just talking about the only thing I know someone gets stabbed through, I think it is that other show. That's bad reviewing. When you're thinking about another movie or a different show, you focus only on that show that you're watching there. Nothing else. That movie or that show. One more time. I had one more last time.
After they're all down. Then yeah, she takes a dagger to the heart and dies. So a lightsaber stab, not guaranteed death, but throwing knife. Sure. I mean, it was a direct heart shot that will kill you. Both should definitely be death. You know the thing that bothered me? The one shot that it officially got under my skin is that Coruscant shot of the Jedi Temple. How does a shot of the Jedi Temple on Coruscant from 1999 look better than 2024? The answer is simple. It was made by someone who gave a fuck before that's how. It looks like a PS1 shot. I mean, the CGI looks better than PS1. Sure,
I wish he showed a comparison, but at the same time, like I said, I don't know. I need to see a comparison because for someone like this who just says shit, it's just. And at the same time, I wouldn't care. But I'm just saying I need evidence of what you're saying. From someone that's full of shit.
The structure. It looks kind of like.
Dude, you better not be sitting there talking about the freaking building for another 60 seconds.
one shot of a city from a video game. They wanted to make it look like a city, but they didn't have the memory to make a detailed landscape or a backdrop. So they have these random buildings poking up intermittently throughout, make it look like a city. It doesn't look like a city. It doesn't even look lived in. It just looks like AI made this thing. Like someone typed in an AI thing like, "Hey AI, make Coruscant." Oh, that's what a robot thinks Coruscant looks like.
What the F did I say he's gonna do?
Buildings copied, pasted.
Oh my gosh. No, people, I talk about things in my video, but I never waste people's time doing a review saying some shit like this. Never. It's kind of like, Wakanda Forever. There's a part where there's like, they're standing there talking, those three guys standing there talking. You can clearly tell it's the green screen. Then I move on to the next thing. What the F are you talking? It's just like I said. It's just, that's where I started at. But people, it's like I said, man. I mean, sometimes I'll be seeing some shit and I'm like, people, like I said, when I do my reviews, I try to act like I'm talking to someone right next to me. This dude's doing reviews like he's just retarded or something, where somebody would knock him straight out. I was like, get the hell away from me, dude. What the F are you talking about? I'm going to hit play, dude. This better not go on for no 30 more seconds, dude, of you talking about that one little shot. Kind of reminds me of those Beyond the Trailer doing a 30-minute video to talk about Superman's first picture. This is why I can't. It makes me think I'm done here. I'm done. It's just like, what did you say was wrong with the movie? What have you said that you thought was wrong with the movie except some shit about stabbed through the heart? And you're how long? 4 minutes in. Okay.
That one better. So the whole thing, the angle, the pitch for this series is that we're going to get a look at the villain's side of things, or the dark side user's side of things. I forgot how it was phrased, but that's the gist. So yeah.
Okay, I thought you still talking about the building. I was like counting. How long are you talking about the building?
Because this assassin force user and this new protagonist, they're twin sisters. Twin sisters who have not seen each other for 15 years, but coincidentally decided to have the same haircut. So that's why people are like, oh no, she actually killed people, but it's not, it's her twin sister. That's right, the whole long-lost twin trope is how you bring new concepts to Star Wars. So the Jedi left one for dead, looks like they hid it, they covered it up, and now she's pissed. So the Jedi are dicks. Don't look up to them, we have no...
One thing I'll say is I do think it's interesting. The only thing he got something is I didn't think about that. It's like, well, they have the exact same haircut. When they were little girls, did they have the same haircut then? I wonder. But I thought that was interesting. I never thought about that. It's like, oh yeah, why do you have the same haircut? I never thought about that. But I don't care, but I never thought about it. Because I don't really turn my brain so I'm saying kind of got something there, but it's just like a TV show. I don't really think
so. There are no heroes. But it's weird because there's no sense that murder is bad. When Force user assassin antagonist is talking with her friend and he's like, so did you kill the Jedi yet? She's like, I have 2 more. They sound like they're talking about murder, like they're talking about going and getting a bite of Chipotle after work. It's weird.
Well, they're kind of the bad guys. I'm trying to think, how else would they talk about it? Like, are they supposed to have like, did you kill him? Like, where's dark mode? Like, did you kill him? Like I ordered you to. It's just like, what are you expecting? It's just, they're the bad guys. I'm guessing they're the bad guys, but that's, I gotta see more episodes. But, yeah, whatever. What the person's reason is and blah, blah, blah.
There's no concept that is taking a toll on anyone's soul. Like, it's a bad thing. Or to be clear...
So the two bad guys are talking to each other, so you think it's like it's like you're trying to say, like you did with Terminator Dark Fate, where I don't want to explain this again. How I learned like a lot of hate channels were trying to say, so you want to pretend like this is not like the other Terminator. What the hell did they say? Because it's so confusing. You want to pretend like the other Terminators don't exist, but you use the same character and you use familiar lines from the old one. And I'm like, they never said that. They said they're the third one. So that's what he kept using that line, or the hate channels were using that line too. And so it's like, he's trying to say like, it's the city acting like murder, it's okay. It's just 2 bad guys talking to each other about killing someone. But I'm still paused about her being a bad guy, because maybe it seems like she has her reasons, because the guy said he's sorry for what he did. when he said that line, I'm like, did you rape her? Because I mean, look at that body on her. I mean, I'm kind of liking her shoulder. So I'm immediately thinking this is like rape. That's how I'm taking it, like they gangbang her or something. But but I will say one more time, I do love when she goes, attack me. I just like that. It looks tight. I just haven't seen it before. I like unique stuff.
Thing. It doesn't feel like it's a big deal. You were talking about killing people, at least address it like it's outside the norm. If her friend was like Adam Goldberg in the movie The Prophecy, and he's just being forced to help her but doesn't want to, you could see it's taking a toll on his soul. That'd be intriguing. Even Anakin.
So you want to see something that you've already seen before? I'm done with this dude. Again, that's why I want to do the video before. He wants to see something that he's already seen before. I mean, okay, man, I gotta go do other things, man. Hold on. I'm just tired of this dude. You're stuck in the past.
Skywalker squeaked a tear or two when he turned to the dark side and was like, but I'm doing this because I feel I need to. Or if you're going to sound like murder's just normal to you, it's another Tuesday, at least sound hardened. Just sends mixed signals. Makes me feel like we've lost the philosophical angle. In general, other than the hand-to-hand combat.
People, anyways, I gotta go. But I think like I said, the show is 2 episodes. You can't really he's talking like he's just seen the whole season. But I'm taking it as she's not fully bad. She has her reasons, and they're gonna make you empathize with her, or I don't know. But like I said, I don't know. I'm just like feel like the guy that she's talking to has understanding why she's doing this. And there are some lines I just can't remember, of talking to them and whatever. But I really don't want to see. I don't want to watch anymore. It's just like I'm hearing someone that's stuck in the past. I just can't move on. Like to see the same thing over and over again. It's just going on too long. And complaining, the complaining about the building for like over 60 seconds was just too much for me. All right, peace.